Information Center. Activate the 9 pillars that govern the Information Center. Orias, Vapula, Zagan, Valak, Andras, Andralefus, Simias, Amaljusias. We 9 pillars obtain letters. We 9 pillars compose phenomena. In the name of the 72 demon gods, our research shall never be extinguished. Huh. You call yourselves the 72 demon god pillars, and Septem Montes Romae, the 7 hills of Rome, shall stand in your way. Sorry to keep you waiting, Gabriel. Emperor Nero Claudius' long-awaited encore performance begins now. I'm going to take a rain check on that because I don't want to hear you sing, Nero. Himu, if I'm being completely honest, I do not know exactly what's going on here. Though I thought I was just in my office in a wasteland of a new continent or the Colosseum. At one point I thought I was in a far-off distant sky. At any rate, the next thing I know, I'm in some strange temple of time with the fate of the world hanging in the balance. This is all a bit beyond my understanding. However, my objective is clear. Namely, this is a battle, correct, Gabriel? I don't know all the details, but if I'm not mistaken, those horrible creatures are the enemy? Then I will take this opportunity to repay my debt. My friend, I will swing my meteor metal sword with all of my soul. Oh, come on. She bled on for so long, and Lubu started to get impatient and go on a rampage. Long time no see, Gabriel and Mash. Well, look at that. Yes, you both look happy and healthy. Big Sister Boudica is happy to see that. Aw, shucks. I'll bestow Andraste's protection upon you. This is truly a desperate struggle. Then let us fight. Let us bring light to beyond the limitations of the horizon. Let's bring light beyond the limitless horizon of battle. Those destined to become oppressors, yet who have already fought so wonderfully in the resistance. Let us now stand side by side. Today, we defeat an opponent who is truly infinite. He seems to be in an exceptionally good mood. Did you hear him? He even called this a desperate struggle. I do recall a number of terrible battles myself, but this is truly quite the sight. Look at all those demon god pillar things. Not being able to kill all of them in one fell swoop is somewhat unromantic. This is fine. Killing them is certainly a task worthy of me. Minions of the king who incinerated the world itself. They must be on par with the emperor who once ruled China. Most importantly, though, the drinks after this will surely taste great. You're in high spirits yourself, Jin K. If you're going to have a banquet, then count me in. I'll make something. We can invite everyone who's fought alongside us and have a once-in-a-lifetime feast. Splendid idea. Then yes, there's much more reason to survive and get back home. Oh, Boudica, Jin K, Lubu, and Spartacus. Ah, it's finally coming back to me. That's right. We all fought together once. Generals who fought alongside me with the strength of 1,000 soldiers, you have assembled again. That's right. We once fought together as part of your legion. Forget the chatter. Let's take a look over there. That is an army of a few thousand strong waiting on your command. Every Roman soldier from a long time ago is here. Long live the Emperor! Long live Her Imperial Majesty, Nero Claudius! The elite soldiers in cohorts of 10,000... 1 through 10 of the First Legion are assembled. Your Majesty, we swear our allegiance to you. My word, so many soldiers have assembled under my command? But how? Surely you do not all become heroic spirits like a certain king of conquerors. I was about to say, where's the Skandar when we need him? True. With all due respect, Your Majesty, we are nameless spirits. Normally, we are formless, idle thoughts. However, we are not afraid of the demon gods, not as long as we are the great sons of Rome. Crimson and gold shall conquer. We obey your orders alone, Your Majesty. Splendid words, my legion. This makes me so very happy. I say this from the bottom of my heart. As I stand here and get a glimpse of what's yet to come, I see the future. Perhaps I see such a vision because we're at the temple beyond time. But the moment I return to proper history, I'll be exiled from the Empire and eventually condemned to a solitary suffering. After 3 sunsets, death will come for me. I'm sure that I am set on this path. It is the past which cannot be changed. But even so, at this moment, I'm not alone. I have Gabriel, my generals, and my legion, even if they may be phantoms. Yes, whether they are phantoms or not, you are not alone. Our Rome is immortal. Even if the Empire perishes, the torch of civilization passed on from Rome will never be extinguished, nor will our feelings. You loved Rome, therefore we ghosts of the past can at least honor you in this way. You are beautiful. You should be proud. The beauty is the nobility of your soul. Uncle, you're talking? Oh, Rome, immortal. Destroy demon god pillars! Destroy! Do not grieve, 5th Emperor. Caligula is only able to regain rationality for mere moments at a time. However, he was able to say what's necessary. This time we are not enemies, but emperors united in battle. Well, strictly speaking, I'm not an emperor, but let's just say it sounded good. Besides, being able to convey one's thoughts in one breath is important. Powerful words can easily affect others' hearts. What? Even Lord Caesar? Uncle praised me, but said nothing about a joint struggle. No, details do not matter anymore. Oh, to have even the momentary emperor and the 3rd emperor as my allies. Momentary emperor? Well, call me what you wish. I certainly won't argue with that. And Romulus. Nero, my dear child, I must tell you something. Words, a great command that howls to the heavens. Rome shall help you and Gabriel at this moment. My ears do not deceive me. That tone, the majestic appearance, he is unmistakably the founding king. I am Rome! With my lance, my power, and all of my achievements, I shall crush the enemies of you and your sworn friend here. Worry not, fear not, and be proud. Right now, all of Rome rests in your hands. Oh, holy progenitor, I once told my father, the god of war, something. People carry a light within them, enough to foster a loving heart. Historically, there's been much evil that denies all light. But look at the crowd of beings called themselves the demon gods. Ridiculous. They're unworthy of standing in our way. The age of gods shall end once and for all. Our Rome was one of the things that stood as proof. The age of man is the age of romantic adventure. Nero, Gabriel, and the girl named Mash. People are meant to love each other. Love. That is the Rome I wished for. Thus, prove it! Fight and be victorious! Everything is permitted for you. Whoa! Long live the Holy Progenitor! Long live Her Imperial Majesty, Nero Claudius! Clothe yourselves in crimson and gold. Rome and your emperor promise you the glory of victory. Demon gods will learn. They will learn the name of their destroyer. They will witness the brilliance that will never go out, and a brilliance that overcomes even the lights of despair and tear through the sky. Now go! The final battle begins!
めく涙は星に風に乗りそうなを飾る月明かり雲に途切れても僕を照らすまっすぐなレールが嫌で闇雲に駆け出した諦めを決意に変えてすり減ったかかと誇る道は続く西へ東へ日は沈んでもきらめく涙は星に風に乗り空を飾る月明かり雲に途切れても僕を照らすこれまでと倒れ込んで悔しさに震えても焦げついたシャツを脱げば裸の自分の輝き知る歌は響く海の彼方へ声は枯れてもきらめく涙は虹に鮮やかな橋を架ける暗い森迷い続けても明日を指すきらめく涙は星に流れゆき願い運ぶ立ち止まりそうな僕突き動かす希望きらめく涙は星に風に乗りそうなを飾る月明かり雲に途切れても僕を照らす
戦闘か。なるべく避けたいところだ。こういうのどうだ。こういうのどうだ。急だな。他にやることないの？やる気がもりもり湧いてくるわ。
Hindsight, I probably should have put the, I probably should have cast the other buffs on Arteria, because Mordred can increase her own Noble Phantasm. Forgot about that.
お任せよ。風よ、舞い上がれ。決着の時だ。本気で行きましょう。これ行くぞ。
やる気がもりもり湧いてくるわ。決着をつけましょう。
Red Ice? I'm pretty sure they made medicine for that. Looking at me all cross-eyed like that. Alright, this ought to finish him off. Not quite. I took out a Skandar, but otherwise unimpressive. Good job, Mordred. I see. So they attain letters and compose phenomena. Orias, Vapula, Zagan, Valak, Andras, Adrelaphus, Simius, Amadusius. Almost half of the 72 demon gods are in charge of wisdom. The 59th through 67th are specifically correlated with the theme of knowledge and the sciences. A gathering of intellect. Any plans they come up with will certainly be troublesome, but they haven't been very effective against the voraciousness of the Roman army. Raw power alone should be enough to push them back. If I could ask for more, I want something with a bit of extra flair, but I suppose we need to procure such things ourselves. Are we ready? We're good, Professor. I'm ready any time. I'll annihilate the 9 pillars over there. I guess it's not possible to completely take them out, but it's fun in and of itself. I get to keep fighting, right? And that gives me a chance to try out a bunch of things. Over 100 different tactics come to mind. Too much is just as bad as not enough, but I don't think you'll understand. 100 is too many. Normally I suggest you carefully select 10 tactics and focus on improving them. But this situation is the exception. If there's an infinite supply of enemies, there's nothing better than having as many tactics as possible. You can go all out this time. Don't worry about running out of magical energy. It'd be virtually impossible to capture and analyze the entire Temple of Time, but I was able to study the mechanics of its throne. It's an enormous solid magical summoning circle with planetary magecraft as its core. If I'm right about that, then we have a little something up our sleeve too. That's amazing, Professor! So are we like sucking on magical energy from the enemy? I don't really like that. Their writhing magical energy gives me the creeps. No, I'm not going to let you use that. We're just going to use its structure to our advantage. I'll create a path for the magical energy. I may not be a master currently, but in principle it should be possible. I'll leave it to you, Professor. Have at it. That's my line. No matter. I'll do the best I can, my king. Roger that, my future retainer. Now let's go wild on the battlefield again, Bucephalus. Oh, that's precious. Like, oh, he knows. And another helper. Now, let's get going, my future rival. Gilgamesh? Ah, Darius! Are you managing to control him? Well, as long as he's not attacking us, I suppose he's under control. Yes, he's holding back. Darius III, the man destined to become my greatest rival. The final Persian king of the Achaemenid Empire. Though he doesn't quite feel real to me yet. You know, I don't hate you. I probably even like you. I don't know how the future me will be, but I don't think he'd hate you. Yes, I'm sure of it. Even now, I don't want to wait for my own future to have a chance to fight you. We couldn't do this back in Rome. But I'm sorry, that just won't be possible right now. I'm not sure if your words are getting through to him. He has a high-ranked Madness enhancement on him after all. Sorry, but this exchange might be pointless. You're right, it's really just to fulfill my selfish desires. So I want to say this one thing before we go on our endless assault. King Darius, How can you stand your urges? I'm sure you want to kill me with all of your being, so why are you fighting those 9 pillars instead? It makes sense if it was because you couldn't fight me if the world ended, but that can't be it. Right. Maybe, and this is just a maybe, through that madness enhancement of yours, you saw the possibility of us fighting side by side. Ascension! Ascension? Alexander, you overstimulated him. It wasn't really a joke. But see, he's still not attacking. Aw, you. No, pushing him further would be a bad idea. Sorry to keep you waiting. Anyway, let's go! Darius III and Lord Elmoy II, my future rival and my future retainer. Let us go forth. We ride forth. Glory lies beyond the horizon. Tyranny! 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 Will you whip my flesh? A never-ending sea of flesh is the symbol of tyranny. Harm me, strike me, I'll hit you back with twice that strength. Don't use your normal phantasm at close range, Spartacus. Lubu, you're up too far. Well, it doesn't matter anymore. Tear them down. Break them in advance. Your destructive power is more than welcome right now. I know. I'm not trying to act like the king. I don't want to be a commander either, so there's no need to get angry with me. I guess it's a sign that they're warming up to me. When all of this is truly over, I'm downing all the liquor I can handle. And what's Boudica doing? Leaving me alone on babysitting duty? Oh, I see. Great. She picks the moment for a heart-to-heart. I guess I'll have to leave her alone for now. Don't falter! Push them back. If you can't keep your formation, call for your emperor. I'll head over there and chop that pillar of flesh right up. Though this headache is getting to me. Come on, take it a little easier, Nero Claudius. You're taking part in a battle when you're not really either human nor heroic spirit, so don't push yourself too hard. It's my job to put my life on the line. Your job is to be the emperor and command this army. But it looks like there's some reinforcements getting all worked up right on the right flank there. Anyway, pull yourself together and take your place. Thanks, Boudica. The magical energy overflowing from my body is working me up. Sometimes it's difficult being so talented. Also, this headache is just driving me crazy. Well, that's a rare thing indeed, Your Imperial Majesty, to listen to orders without protest. I am a great ruler who receives thunderous applause. No, I'm not truly a great ruler, I imagine. I won't make any excuses. I remember what happened in Britannia. I had you and your daughters in your homeland. I conquered it through diabolical means. Well, that's not something you did yourself. I'm sure it wasn't just some magistrate acting alone. As a heroic spirit, I know that now. The Emperor is responsible for the immoral acts of their retainers. Well, that's true. Yes, well, let's be honest about it all. It's no secret that I'll never forgive Rome for what it did. I'm fine with being defiled, though I'd certainly rather not be, but you, Rome, defiled my daughters and my homeland. You broke your agreement with my husband. You simply did whatever you wanted to us all. But my revenge is long over, so we're done talking about this too. Well, I suppose if my spirit origin gets messed with, I might not be so understanding. But that's fine. I am who I am now. That's why I won't say any more. Actually, I'm more curious about you, Nero. I killed plenty of Roman women and children in Londinium, with countless parents begging for their lives. Don't say it, Boudica. Please don't say any more than that. I can't bear to hear more than that. I'm sorry. Our deep-seated resentment of each other will likely continue forever. So, don't say it, Boudica. Yes, that's true. You're absolutely right. I died a long time ago. Heroic spirits are shadows carved in human history, and they're not actual individuals who lived in the past. If that's the case, then why not be the bigger man? Right, Lord Nero? Umu? I'm a heroic spirit who isn't an actual person, and I'm going to forgive the Emperor who's unclear whether she's a heroic spirit or the actual person. How long are you two going to mess around? How long are you two going to leave me to deal with Spartacus and Lubu? Don't you mean the demon god? Never mind. Apologies. I'll be right there. Were you able to talk? Thank you. Now I can go all out. Don't mention it. There's no need to be fearful of the future. Now, let's finish this final battle, once and for all. Brave warriors await us on the battlefield. When people are fighting. I've gotten used to this scene. The brave, the heroes, in pursuit of all glory, spill their blood and lose their flesh. It's valiant, but also gruesome, like a meal accompanied by a tale of heroism. It may look glorious, but it's actually cruel. Don't you agree, Altera? That's not a question I can answer. I don't feel anything. You really think so? I see you as a person right now. At the very least, you're different than you were 14,000 years ago. And I'm not talking about the scale of your spirit origin. We haven't forgotten about what happened 14,000 years ago. My sister Medusa might not remember, but we do. The gods couldn't beat you in the ancient past. Not the great one who fell from the stars, the giant that smashed the earth. You crossed an ocean of stars, right? In that sense, we're the same, although we ended up quite different. You were destruction itself, the natural order of heaven and earth, and even the conceptual gods themselves lost to you. Your presence was deadly to the 12 gods of Olympus. What about this time? Which side will you be on? I was brought here by my connection with Gabriel. I see, so you're going to be on the human side. I guess it'd be problematic if they were collected before we destroyed them. I don't understand. I don't understand half of what you say. I don't really understand myself. I'm sure it's because I'm a heroic spirit that's been cut off from its original being. I'm incomplete. I only have the memories of when I ran through the plains as the Great King of Destruction. The Great One? I don't get it. That's fortunate for us. I wonder if your spirit origin's been damaged. However, here's what I think now. I might be destruction, a tool meant to destroy civilization. But I don't want it to end here. I don't want things to end here only knowing the sword. I want to ride a horse past through the prairie like the wind. I want to dress up like a bride and someday make good food. Make good food. I don't want things to end yet. Oh my, I thought you were still no more than an avatar of destruction even after so many years had passed. But for you to finally say that after you've died and become a heroic spirit, you must really have trouble with words. I guess the only thing I can do is apologize. I'm sorry, girl of the prairie who calls herself Altera. You became a human long time ago. Uncertain, incomprehensible. We don't understand your reason for fighting even after going against us. A ragtag group that doesn't know the true value of the Age of Gods. Ignorant militants. A hodgepodge of heroic spirits. How can such a puny and poor group push us 9 demon gods back? Our desires, wishes, and respects are what give Rome its light. We cannot lose to a lump of fear and despair. It's laughable, really. And? What's the matter, Holy Progenitor? Why are you looking over there? That sound! From the sky! Something's falling on the demon god pillar! So much magical energy! A pillar of light ran into the demon god. It's so bright. I cannot see anything. What's going on? Teardrop photon ray. I guess it was a little too much to shoot that off with a spirit origin, but we have to draw first blood. People of Rome, I will destroy, but this time it won't be your civilization. It will be those who bring destruction down on us. I can see it. I can see it. That's Altera's sword. It looks like she wants to get a surprise attack off on the demon god pillar, but Umu, I guess I'm always late to the party. Yes, I mean, what was that? That was an amazing noble phantasm. I don't think I've seen that one before, have we? Tyranny! There, calm down, calm down. Don't just run off towards the magical energy you sense. No, on second thought, the demon god pillars have the most magical energy around. Just follow your instincts. Holy Progenitor, that looks like Mars' sword. Yes, no doubt. Mars. Yes, now that you mention it, Altera loved the god of war for some reason. Nero, you wouldn't know it, but that's the true sword of my father, the war god Mars. What? Holy Progenitor, what did you just say? It's the giant sword of light to the god of war, Mars, who is virtually manifested in satellite orbit wields, the conceptualization of war itself. It uses Altera's magical energy in itself, but its power output is compounded, probably. It's been a while since I've seen it. Looks like she wields it more skillfully than my father. A virtual manifestation of a divine spirit? You're kidding. I don't really understand, but Umu, having the god of war around is pretty helpful, Holy Progenitor. You really think so, Nero? Umu, I do. At one time, I wasn't sure what to do when she came walking towards the Roman capital. But Altera's on our side now, and it's like having the god of war on our side. Rome will certainly win this battle. Yeah, your Imperial Majesty, Nero, please give us your orders. Umu, this will be the final battle, but before that, the Roman army and I shall handle things here. You go ahead, Gabriel. The world will not end, and all paths will connect to our 7 hills. Forward, conquer, advance will open up the path to tomorrow's world, to Rome. See you later, Nero. Himu. That was a long-winded cutscene.